Hi, I'm Dr. Keith Johnson. There are two wonderful days in our lives that we should never forget. We've just been through one of them every year, of course, Christmas. You and I love Christmas. We love the presents. We love the joviality. We love the singing of the hymns, the answering of praise, the happy everybody is to everybody else. All of us love Christmas, and we look forward to it. But there is one day that is far more important than Christmas, and that is Easter. Indeed, in Christmas, the story is that God gives us his Son. The baby is born to us in a manger, grows up like us, becomes one of us, experiences our problems, and then shows he's able to overcome them. It's a glorious day. It's a marvelous day to know that Christmas has come to give us joy, and the baby in the manger has come to save us. God loved us so much that he gave his only begotten Son. That's the story of Christmas. We understand, we accept the present, and we become joyful in that activity. But more exciting than that is the promise of Easter. For although Christmas guarantees Jesus' death and his dying for our sin, Easter promises resurrection and an overcoming of that death to become the God that he meant to be, so we can experience his power in our lives. When we know that Jesus has come to save us, when we understand as a child that Christmas is there, that the greatest present we can have is Christ, and then to understand that the greatest glorious day is the understanding of Easter and death and overcoming death. When Jesus fulfills his promise, I am the resurrection and the life, he said. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. And then he asked a good question. Do you believe this? The experience of coming in contact with the resurrected Christ is probably the most glorious day of our lives. So we've really got 2 days to look forward to that we should be really rejoicing in. The first, of course, is Christmas. We should like it. We should enjoy it. We should get great fun out of it. We should give presents. We should give our love and share everything we can about Christ. But even more important than that is the resurrection of Christ, rising from the dead and being who he really claimed to be, the resurrection and the life. Glorious Day is that favorite hymn that everybody sings that most people know about. I got the words here because I'll forget the words. I'm not a real good singer. But you remember the hymn. One day they led him up Calvary's mountain. One day they nailed him to die on a tree, suffering anguish, despised and rejected. That's bad news. That's a rough experience. They brought Jesus up the hill to hang on the tree, to be crucified in our place for the things we did wrong. But we don't have to hang there forever. We die there. We come to the cross. We see Jesus died for our sins. And although as a baby in the manger, he's destined to have to hang on the cross and say, "My God, why have you forsaken me?" He still experiences God's power in his life. And the third day after his death, he rises and becomes victorious over the very sin that we committed that killed him. Now that's a glorious day. Christmas is wonderful, but there is nothing like understanding Easter. Living, he loved me. Dying, he saved me. Buried, he carried my sins far away. Rising, he justified freely forever. One day he's coming. Oh, glorious day. So I guess included in this devotional should be 3 days. Christmas, resurrection, and his second return. Those are 3 days to rejoice in. Thank you for watching.